Okay, he's lost his mind. Sir Kristen has lost his mind. Stop. Hey, y'all, welcome back to the Lips Reaction. I'm Lips, and today we're watching House of Dragon Season 1, Episode 5. I do feel a change, a brewing, a storming in this show. If you caught up with me after last episode, I definitely was starting to have a few changes of heart towards some characters that I originally perceived to be actually kind of all of the characters I just started to see maybe in a little bit of a different light. Most specifically Damon, who, thank you to some of the chats over in Patreon, I found out that George R.R. Martin wrote him to be more morally gray. To kind of confuse, I mean, I guess obviously I'm seeing like a little bit of a different side here, but it's interesting to see some of the direction in the first couple of episodes that's not really what I saw from Damon, but starting to see him a little bit differently. Starting to see Rhaenyra a little bit differently. Starting to see Viserys very differently. I think the only person I'm not really starting to see differently is Alicent. But, you know, I never really hold my breath in the world of Westeros. So this is the halfway mark of Season 1, and this episode is titled, We Light the Way. And I can't wait to see what this episode has in store for us. So thank you for joining me. As always, if you want full-length reactions over in Patreon. Otherwise, wherever you are in the world, hey, I'm glad to have you. And I'm glad to be watching this with you. It is a joy and an honor to share content and worlds with you all. So thanks for being here. Let's get into the show while I have your attention still. Or if you're still here. Are you still here? Put the word banana down in the comments if you are. I will see you in the episode. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you down below. Nope. See you in the episode.
Tomorrow, Lady Rhea.
Cousin?
What's today's quarry? Rabbit?
Dear.
Oh, fine challenge.
A new character has entered. Uh-oh.
Husband?
Oh, what the fuck? She's stunning. Wow.
Cast you aside in favor of a little girl.
Oh, ah. He's asking for divorce. No. He was there to kill her. Okay, morally gray. George R.R. Martin might have written him that way, but you're screwing with me. Morally gray? Morally gray?
I knew you couldn't finish.
Oh! Damn. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't watch this. Ah! Okay, thanks for saving me from that. Oh, okay. Back to feeling a certain type of way about Damon, and it ain't good. And it ain't good.
A decision I most bitterly regret.
And yet you made it possible.
Oh, he's blaming her?
She swore her innocence, and I believed her.
You wanted to believe her, as did her father.
Your informant was wrong, an honest mistake perhaps. If you had not been so relentless in advancing Aegon as heir.
Oh. Yikes. Fighting words, fighting words, fighting words.
The king will die, and if Rhaenyra succeeds in war will follow, do you understand? And to secure her claim, she'll have to put your children to the sword.
Oh my gosh, she would, wouldn't she?
You're no fool, and yet you choose not to see it.
Oh. Oh. Talk about a father who's like bad father-daughter relationship felt strong. So this is brutal. Okay, they're making some interesting decisions on the up close and cinematic shots they're giving us today. Why did they show him kicking the horse like, I mean, getting on the horse and hitting it in its armpit like that? Does it have meaning? Or is it all just flair? Sorry, I'm feeling a little yap-tastic today. That is a very white-haired person. That's okay. It's like, when you see that stark blonde hair, you just know that's a Targaryen.
Where is Lord Corlys? He should be here to receive the king.
Oh, Lord Corlys doesn't give a damn.
Is this how House Velaryon greets its king?
My father has but just returned from his long journey.
Let's just get on with it.
Power move from Corlys.
The weather has been lovely.
Indeed. And yet it is a dark day for the realm.
Hello?
Your father was a good man.
Oh,
As is yours, who took
that
his
is
place.
kind. Oh, oh.
I feel something of an injustice.
What do you know of the manner of his leaving?
When one is never invited to speak, one learns instead to observe. You're perhaps in need
Smart.
of an ally.
I'm the queen. I have no shortage of allies.
Oh, that's definitely not true.
I did wonder if she could be relied upon now that she's unwell.
Unwell.
It's just that on the very same night your father was dismissed, the Grand Maester delivered a tea to the princess's chambers.
Oh, now she's gonna know that all the rumors were true.
Rhaenyra sailed with the king to Driftmark yesterday at daybreak.
Oh, what good news. I must have been in error.
He is a spot stirrer.
What happiness
It was
is
serious
to have
indeed.
been wrong.
Oh, he knows exactly what he's doing though, doesn't he? What happiness it is to have been wrong. Alicent was wrong to trust Rhaenyra, and that is not happiness for her. She wasn't wrong to trust her friend. She just, obviously, Rhaenyra lied to her. So, that sucks. Oh, he's not well. Like, we know this, but he's very not well.
I can think of no man more suited to be the hand of the king.
That is very kind of you to say, Lord Corlys. His Grace has honored me with the post.
I don't know, I don't love that guy's vibe.
I wish to propose a marriage between your son, Selena, and my daughter and heir, the Princess Rhaenyra. It's long past time our houses were united in blood.
Ooh.
There are certain details I would wish clarified
Ooh.
before the Princess Rhaenys and I could accept this most generous proposal.
Rhaenys is walking away for a second. What does he want?
We would like to know how the succession will be handled.
Good question.
Upon my death, my throne and my titles will pass to her. She and Selena's firstborn child, regardless of gender, will inherit the Iron Throne from her.
Wow. Well, that's a new twist.
In keeping with Westerosi tradition, their children would take their father's name, that they would be born Velaryons.
Uh-oh.
You are not proposing the Targaryen dynasty end of my daughter, simply because she's a woman.
Oh? Oh, Rhaenys is like, very funny.
Selena and Rhaenyra's children shall take their father's name.
Oh, wow.
However,
Well, Corlys, thanks for
such time when their firstborn ascends the
giving
Iron Throne,
Viserys a reason to
he or she will do so bearing the name
marry his daughter
Targaryen.
off to his brother.
Dragons will rule the 7 kingdoms for the next 100 years, just as they did the last.
Will they really accept that?
This is an equitable compromise.
Good.
Okay, so everyone wins. Born with one name and then given a different name when they take the throne. Weird, but whatever. The name, I guess, is the name and the blood are what matters.
I know this union is not what you would choose.
I hold nothing against your cousin.
Rather, dare I say it is a matter of taste.
Oh, is he gay?
I prefer roast duck to goose. I cannot say why.
It's not for a lack of trying.
Oh.
That we perform our duty to our fathers and to the realm. And when it's done, each of us dines as we see fit.
I've heard of worse ideas.
They grew up together. Familiarity is not at issue.
I'm sure Lena was already taken with her.
Ooh.
She's grown quite comely these
Rhaenys
last few
doesn't.
years.
You know his true nature.
Oh, yep, they know the truth.
We are placing our son in danger. Rhaenyra's succession will be challenged. Knives will come out for her, her husband, and for their heirs.
Yep.
I've always feared the day you'd have to marry a woman. Now it comes.
Oh, he has a lover.
You'll need a sworn protector.
How fun. They will both dine on their protectors.
Well, this is better than we could have hoped for. She has a paramour of her own. I wonder who it is.
Oh. Good call out. I mean, we knew that, but I didn't really expect them to put those two and two together. But it's kind of obvious, I guess.
Good sleep for you as well this morning.
I needed to see you, Princess.
I confess I had a similar desire.
Oh, really?
Forgive me. I know you a bit.
You know more than a bit.
She do be smiling pretty big.
I've heard you say so many times how you loathe the lot of your position, that you are to be married off at your father's whim with no thought given to the yearning of your own heart. Selena is a good and decent man, but you did not choose him. He was chosen for you.
It's true.
Does he want to be chosen?
If there were another path, one that led to freedom, would you tread it? Rhaenyra, before I came here, I was a knight in the Stormlands. I have deep knowledge of the port at Sunspear.
Is he telling her to run away? Oh, well, he hasn't been listening to her close enough. If he was, then he would know she wants that power.
I'm asking you to come with me. Away from all of this. From the burdens and indignities of your inheritance, let us leave it all behind and see the world together. Free to go where we like, to love as we like. In Essos.
He's a romantic. And she's...
Marry me.
Oh.
A marriage for love, not for the crown.
Marriage for love, not for the crown. She's marrying...
I am the crown. Or I will be.
She wants that crown.
I may chafe at my duties. But do you think I would choose infamy in exchange for a bushel of oranges or a ship to a shy?
Wow. Oh, hey, you don't have to be so rude about it.
It is my duty
Oh.
to marry a nobleman from a great house, and Selena will make a fine husband. A marriage does not have to be the end.
I don't think he'll see it that way.
I've granted him leave to pursue his own interests, and in turn he's granted me the same.
Yeah, but Sir Kristen wants love.
So you want me to be your whore?
I want us to continue as we began with you as my sworn protector, my white knight.
I took an oath.
Oh.
I've soiled my white cloak. It is the only thing I have to my fucking name.
Oh.
I thought if we were married, I might be able to restore it.
All he has is himself, and he loved her.
It's larger than me, larger than anyone in my family. Aegon the Conqueror united 7 kingdoms and put them on a path. So Kristen...
He didn't want that. She never considered that. I don't think it ever crossed her mind to consider that Sir Kristen wouldn't want just part of her. And he wouldn't want to be just that part for her either. Uh-oh. That's gotta be so terrifying for her, because the moment he dies, if what her dad said is true, her her children's lives are on the line. At least Aegon.
I fear I must question you on a delicate matter, Sir Kristen.
No shot she knows. Oh, where Rhaenyra was, maybe.
Concerns our dear Princess Rhaenyra. Please.
The Targaryens love to use similar names. Okay, so any mispronunciation of names, it ain't me. That's George. It's his fault.
There's been a rumor. My father received an accounting of...
Wait, does he know what she had been out doing? And that he was second choice for her that night?
It is of course unthinkable for me to question the virtue of the princess, whom I hold in highest regard, but...
So he thinks he's being questioned right now. Accused.
Breaches in resolve. Breaches, or rather lapses.
It happened, Your Grace.
Oh! He just outed her like that? But he doesn't
I have
even
committed it. At her instigation, it is true, but it is no excuse.
Yikes. Oh no, Alicent now knows too much.
I have dishonored myself. I deserve no consideration.
Oof. That's a double whammy on how she's gonna see Rhaenyra.
I would ask only this, that rather than gelding me and having me tortured, you would sentence me mercifully to death.
Oh.
Thank you for your honesty, Sir Kristen.
Although, to be fair, she might be the sweet summer child who's like, well, she didn't lie about Daemon, but she did skadoodly do with her knight.
To help him sleep. Where's the Queen?
I was given to understand that she is otherwise occupied, Your Grace.
Will I be remembered as a good king, Lionel?
How close is he to death? Like this episode?
I have neither fought nor conquered, nor suffered any great defeat.
Some might call that good fortune.
It hardly makes a good song, does it? To be sung at feasts in 100 years.
No. You've had moments where you could make choices.
And kept the realm strong. Is it not better to live in peace than to have songs sung after you are dead?
It would be better to live in peace than to have
Songs
songs sung.
Wishes I'd been tested.
I think you were tested.
Many that are tested only wish to have been spared it.
Yeah, but the songs.
Tis perhaps best not to know.
Is she going to abandon us? These are some of the coolest ships I think we've seen.
It is with great pleasure that His Grace, King Viserys, announces the start
of the royal wedding celebrations.
Oh, wow. Oh. Damon didn't even get...
Congratulations, Your Grace. You have made a fine match for the princess.
Thank you, Lord Jason. I could think of no better man than Selena.
Oh, she said, I'm glad it wasn't you.
I understand the Queen is still readying herself for the celebrations.
This is why men wage war. Because a woman would never be ready for the battle in time.
Your presence is always such a pleasure, Lord Jason.
Yes. It's such a pleasure, Lord Jason.
We are very honored to have you as a guest, Sir Gerald. I must say, I was most distressed to hear of the Lady Rhea's tragic passing.
That's right. Damon's wife. She reminds me a little bit of Arya. Lady Rhea did.
Lord Corlys of House Velaryon.
What an entrance. Oh, he's still there. Uh-oh. So Alicent didn't tell anyone.
My betrothed.
My betrothed.
They will do a very good job working together, it does seem. Uh-oh. Our favorite morally gray guy. I'm being a little harsh. So the intro, right as I'm trying to change my perception of who I think Daemon is. There's some things that really like make me shiver, and it's bones and skulls and being crushed. Can't even think about it. You could tell me that that guy is somehow related to Joffrey Lannister, and I'd believe you with that smile.
Be welcome, as we join together in celebration with House Targaryen and
Uh-oh. What is Alicent doing? It's gotta be her. Oh, he told her not to come.
The king will not be happy, right in the midst of his speech.
Could be as simple as that. He definitely looked displeased. People have been power moving.
Do you know what color it glows when Old Town calls its banners to war?
Green?
Green.
Oh my gosh. I have chills. Oh, she just called a war.
Congratulations, stepdaughter.
Oh, stepdaughter?
And after tonight's small affair, 7 days of tournament and feasting.
7 days of drama.
End of it all, a royal wedding between my daughter.
7 days for tension to rise.
And Selena Velaryon, the heir to Driftmark.
7 days for Daemon, Alicent, betrothed to be Corlys's lover, Sir Criston, any of those 5 to do something. To do something mad. Or for Viserys to die. Wait, is his lover gonna get sad though about like...
I was never much of a dancer.
It's not much different to combat.
Him
I shall hope for
living
different
life,
outcome.
doing all these things, all these milestone things without him. Alicent is seething. Oh. Oh, I'm nervous. This is a good halfway episode.
Your Grace,
We thank you for coming, Uncle.
I worried that, given leave of your father's shadow, you might wither in King's Landing's sun. But you stood tall. Know that Old Town stands with you.
Uh-oh. Felt like the Lannisters send their regards. So she used herself as a beacon.
In the Vale, men are made to answer for their crimes.
Oh?
Even Targaryens.
Oh, he knows.
I'm positively bereft. Such a tragic accident.
You know better than anyone. It was no accident.
What proof does he have? Because this is bold.
An accusation.
Oh.
You know, in King's Landing, men are made to answer for their slanders. Even old bronze cunts like you. The truth is, I'm glad you've come. I wish to speak to you about my inheritance.
Your inheritance?
Lady Rhea and I had no heirs, as her husband, whatever she was due, now passes to me. She stood to inherit all of Runestone. Did she not?
What a bold mother sucker. Everyone at that table knows what he did. Like, they don't need to be convinced of what he could do. We had that whole discussion at the table about how he can't be trusted because he just goes off the handle. His redemption arc better be better than Jaime Lannister's, because I'm a wee bit confused right now. Uh-oh.
I was sorry to hear about your lady wife.
Don't be, I wasn't.
I know who it is. The handsome paramour. Sir Kristen Cole.
Oh, he picked up on it.
Well, a Targaryen prince. A dashing knight and a dragon rider. You appear to be every young maiden's dream.
That's only because you don't know me yet.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Bride's maidenhair.
Oh, keep your voice down. Perhaps that is something we might remedy, my prince.
Perhaps it is.
Whoa.
This is a good thing. She knows your secret. And now you know hers.
That's kind of, I don't like that. Like, the only reason it would be a good thing is because you want to use it against each other. These secrets, like, seemed to me that Rhaenyra and him had this, like, appreciation of each other, at least.
They make a handsome match, don't they?
This guy is stirring the pot.
But the Knight of Kisses, they call me, though I don't know why.
I'm on watch.
The Knight of Kisses?
Sir Lena is quite dear to me. As I know. The princess is to you.
Yikes.
We should swear to each other to guard them and their secrets. Because if those are kept safe, and so are we all.
He's doing it to protect his love, I think. It sounded very malicious, but I think, like, I don't know quite what could or would happen should anyone find out that he sleeps with men, but if we learned anything from Game of Thrones, it could be very bad. Oh! They're not very good at hiding it.
Dinon de Mario Sutvetila Meri Isa Ruben. Sepa una darius.
Oh, what?
Nuko kepo miziri robakas. Zadris dorot unumakas. Sia brasilis ohis. Sagon. At the feast? Hello?
What the hell's going on?
Whoa. All duties to your kingdom go to the side when whatever the hell is happening happens. What the fuck? Oh, Sir Kristen? Wait. What the fuck? What? Wait, why? Who the hell is this side piece of strength? Oh, good, and now Viserys dies. Okay, he's lost his mind. Sir Kristen has lost his mind. Stop.
tonight in thanks and praise.
That's so heartbreaking for him.
Hear now their vows.
I am yours, and you're mine.
There's some blood even off of the floor.
I proclaim Lenore of House Velaryon, Rhaenyra of House Targaryen, to be man and wife.
Why did you do it?
Now and forever.
Sir Kristen.
Alicent. Fuck. There's my answer. No. Ugh, that is dark. Okay. Okay, well, something you should know about me, if you don't already, is that I'm a hopeless romantic. And Laenor's love, who for all intents and purposes seemed like they seemed like they were really in love. They seemed like they really appreciated each other and were willing to live and embrace the love of each other in the circumstances that they had to. Not the circumstances they would want, but the circumstances that they had to because of the world that they're in. And I was thinking a lot this episode, like, it's wild that so many people who things haven't gone in their favor, like, still stand by the rules and the boxes that they're put in somewhat silently, and they don't fight back a lot. And I think about, like, I think that mostly is attributed, that thought process and contemplating on that is mostly contributed to Princess Rhaenys. Because honestly, she even seems like content with where she is. She seems like truly doesn't seem like, she seems kind of, she's not disillusioned to the truth of it, but she doesn't seem necessarily deeply bitter that she didn't get to become queen. But to lose, like, to watch the person that you love die in such a brutal way, it's really heartbreaking. And I don't know that I'll be able to unpack why Sir Kristen did that. Like, obviously, I think the lover of Laenor was being a little tense and direct and a little, like, what's the word? Like, not frightening, but like intending some sort of like threatening, a little threatening. That's the word I'm looking for. He did seem to be a little threatening when he spoke to Sir Kristen. I didn't really like his tone or the way he went about it, or the way he was kind of like smirking, like, and saying that, you know, now we have this like power over them, or we, you know, we've got this like power dynamic going on now. I didn't really like the way that was presented, but I also understood it because it is like a very intense situation, and if people found out, a lot of things could go wrong and whatnot. But Sir Kristen going to the extent that he did in such a public manner, that eludes me right now. A reason I can think of is we kind of saw them sort of canoodling, right? So there's that. They weren't really canoodling. They were just kind of like giggling with each other and like walking close to each other every once in a while. Perhaps when Rhaenyra and Daemon were on the floor and we don't know what happened. We couldn't see what was truly happening. We saw him grasp her face. Perhaps he went to attack Daemon. I don't know why the lover would attack Daemon. And apologies for not having names memorized right now. I recognize the faces. I recognize their purpose and their whatnot. But names sometimes can be hard for me to materialize in my brain. I don't know what his motive would be for attacking them if that were the case, though. If they were kissing on the dance floor, I don't really think Lenore losing the crown, or not even losing the crown, losing that marriage would be the worst thing in the world. But that was really brutal. I liked Sir Christian too. That was rough. I think Alicent saved his life or stopped him from putting the blade through himself because she needs him. At the end of the day, she has, for all intents and purposes, as far as we know, from the clues that were given, she has lit this green beacon to call for war. And on the grounds that her father was right, or, well, we're not inside her brain. So if we think back to that conversation that she had with Sir Christian, right? She was asking him, did Rhaenyra sleep with Daemon? Do you know, or did she sneak out that night? Do you know if any of this happened? There's no way that she knew that Rhaenyra and Sir Christian slept together that night. So one of two things, in my opinion, went through Alicent's head when she found out that Sir Christian and Rhaenyra slept together that night. One was, okay, well, maybe she was telling the truth about Daemon, but she definitely also told Alicent that she was like still pure or whatever, you know, and kind of really twisted and manipulated and gaslit Alicent into feeling really bad about like how she viewed her and how could you see me like that, and that really hurts me, and X, Y, and Z, right? So when she found out that Rhaenyra wasn't pure and I'm using pure in the sense of like what this world kind of feels like that word means something here. I don't put that much importance on the word pure in the modern age, for the record, for anyone that needs to hear that. She could have thought, okay, well, she lied to me about one part, but she didn't sleep with Daemon, but she definitely slept with this guy, right? So that casts a shadow on Rhaenyra for that. Or because she now knows Rhaenyra lied about a little bit, did she, maybe she fully believes she lied about everything, which would be true, right? Obviously I don't have like a transcript of exactly what Rhaenyra said in that moment, but it was all pretty much lies and really truly manipulative and really rude to Alicent. Like, and you can break that down a little bit more, like, should Alicent have gone to her? But should Rhaenyra have lied? Like, they should have been friends. They were very distant, though, to be quite fair, so I don't really blame them. But yeah, I am definitely nervous. This was a really good episode. It was really, really good. Viserys being so sick and what that could mean. I think it's very important that they told us at the beginning of the episode that if and when Viserys dies, Alicent's children will be in danger, which puts fear in Alicent, right? So she's on edge, which is the whole reason why she went and talked to Kristen, in my opinion, because she saw Viserys faint when he returned back to the keep, and I think that made her desire to seek more input on what could be true and what could be false, and just get more information to help her make decisions, because she is alone right now. I think marrying Viserys isolated her in a way that she wasn't isolated before. So people will respect her and they will do anything, but we also know that people will, you know, if someone in a seat of power if you bring up something that is true and someone in a seat of power of like king or queen or princess, you know, if that has a negative effect on their life and you can't prove it to be true, they can yell treason and then hooty ho, you dead. So the stakes in this show are very high. Very, very high. And I'm very, very nervous, but it's feeling really good right now. So I'm very much looking forward to the rest of season 1. And thank you for joining me. If you want the full length reaction to this or any other Game of Thrones episode or any other movie or show that you see here on the channel and more, head on over to Patreon. Otherwise, don't forget to like and subscribe wherever you are watching this today. And I'll see you in the next episode. Episode 6. Episode 6s in this world tend to be pretty good. So we'll see if it holds up. See you there.